Good afternoon, it's Nicholas from Gandor Gaming, and today I bring you guys the deck list of my dreams, the brand new structure deck, OP01 Blue Dolphy. This was calling to me. Blue Dolphy has been my favorite villain in the One Piece card game, and just in One Piece in general. He's been my go-to leader since OP01, and I've been playing this leader every day ever since this game ever came out in OP01. And I've been having a blast with it. And I've been playing him even in the formats he sucks in. I played him in OP05, I played him in OP06, I played him in OP07, and now he is in OP08 at his prime, full power, and he is the best leader in the game. Officially, in the OCG, he is the best leader, and in the TCG, he is arguably the best leader, up there with Rob Lucci and all the other goated-ass leaders in this card game. If you don't know, 2 Dawn when attacking, you may rest 1 Dawn, load the top card of your deck when attacking, and then if it's a 4 cost or lower, 7 Warlords of the Sea, play it rested from deck, and then if not, it stays on the top of the deck. Who cares? This card's absolutely amazing. It's one of the best leaders. I'm so happy they gave him a structure deck so they didn't have to reprint the super exciting rarity of the leader. For the longest time, I've been stuck with the common one. Now I have access to the beautiful alt art, even though this is not alt art, but you know what I mean. And yeah, this card's absolutely amazing. So let's talk about the structure deck. Because actually, besides this leader being the best of the structure decks, not gonna lie, the support, all 5 cards are insane for the deck. And the reprints are the best out of all the reprints and all the other structure decks, which is kind of just insane. First is first, you get 2 copies of Trafalgar Law. This card is absolutely insane. On play, you may return a character you control to bounce an opponent's character with 4 or less. Absolutely insane. This allows you to rebounce your stackers or rebounce your searchers like Sengoku and just completely out-tempo your opponent by getting rid of their 4-cost characters and while getting advantage back into your hand. This card is absolutely amazing. We're also playing, of course, Boa Hancock. This is also a custom card. This is a 4/6,000 beat stick that has the ability on play. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, stack them in any order, and on play, give a rested Dawn to your leader or character with a 7 Warlords type. Absolutely stupid, absolutely insane. And it's a blocker, no less. Cracked. This card's absolutely crazy, too. This is Crocodile. This card basically on play reveals the top card of your deck. Then, if that card is a 7 Warlords type, draw 2 cards, then place 1 on the hand from the top or bottom of his deck in any order. Basically allows you to stack your deck, which is really strong. We also got Bugsy the Clown. This is just a new 2K. You only get 2 of them. This card is just absolutely insane. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and stack them however you want. They do stay on top. You don't get an option to put them on the bottom. But it's a 7 Warlords and it's a 2K and it's really good. The best card in this deck, besides these 2, is definitely Marshall D. Teach. This card is absolutely cracked out of its mind. If you don't know, activate main once per turn. You may place 1 card from your hand to the top of the deck. Then give 2 rested Dawns to your leader or one of your characters. Absolutely busted as effect. Basically allows you to do your leader swing for free every turn and guarantee your stack every turn while this card is on field. Absolutely busted card. When I first read him, I thought he was only on play, so I was like, oh, he's ass. He's not that good. Until I realized he's actually activate main, meaning you just keep doing that every single turn, putting 2 rested Dawn on your leader and just completely outshadowing your opponent. Another good reprint is the Donquixote blocker. This card needed a reprint. It is seen in almost any blue deck that's worth its salt. Not only is it a 3-cost 4K blocker, but it also stacks the top 5 cards of your deck, which is absolutely insane. They also reprinted Overheat as a really good event card. This card sees play in Nami because it allows you to bounce back your Kayas or any of your lower K characters back to hand, then protect yourself for 4,000. It also reprints Gecko Moria, which, funny enough, it's actually kind of insane in this deck. Even though, yes, it is just a vanilla. And in every structure deck, I said, oh, it's just a vanilla, who cares? In Blue Dolphin specifically, this is insane because you can cheat it off leader or Jinbei, allowing you to have a 4/6 vanilla every turn, which is really strong. This card's actually insane in this deck. This is also a really good reprint. Bartholomew Kuma, and, of course, Edward Weevil. We don't play Weevil, but who cares? This is a 3/5 vanilla. It's not as good because it's only a 5K. And also, we're always cheating it off leader ability, so it's not that good. We're not going to be playing Weevil. You do get 4 of it. This is the only vanilla that's like, who cares? This card actually sees play. Basically, on play, loot the 2 top cards of your deck, reveal 7 lords, add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom in any order. Really insane card. Personally, I actually prefer this card over Sengoku because, yes, it's higher cost to play than Sengoku, but it's also a 7 Warlord, so you could play it off ability and you won't whiff on it, which is actually kind of cool. You gotta keep that in mind. This is just another 7 Warlord that you will just always hit. Another great reprint is the Gecko Moria. This card is just absolutely insane. This card on play targets a level 4 or lower 7 Lords of Sea or Filler Bark Pirate in your grave, and it adds it back to hand. Really insane card. Needed a reprint. This card was like ranging around $10, and I'm glad it got reprinted. Another really good reprint, Draco Mihawk. A really good 2K 4/5 that on attack with a Dawn attached to him draws 2 trash to filters out your hand. Is just really, really good. Finally, the last cards we got is 4 Laws. Now, the Laws are okay. They actually see play in Queen of decks. If you don't know, Blue Yellow Queen is actually a cool deck. And then you play a lot of 1-cost blockers. So this is a nice reprint for that deck. And then finally, the last reprint, which I'm really excited about, is Djembe! Not the Djembe that anyone cares about anymore, but this Djembe for the longest time was like $70. This is the promo Djembe, and for so long I wanted a playset of this card because from formats 5, 6, and maybe even arguably 7, this card was actually playable in Blue Dolphy. I think nowadays, with how fast the metagame is, 3 cost lower characters aren't good enough to KO. But for the longest time, since OP01, I wanted a playset of this card because this card's so good at getting rid of low-cost characters. It's incredible. It even has implications today. Like, there's a lot of really good 3-cost or lower characters. For example, if you go against the Green Uta deck, that gets rid of the Katakuri, that gets rid of the Green Nami that searches every turn. That gets rid of a lot of really strong, what's it called, blockers. This also helps you get rid of cards like Brook. If you're going against like Rob Lucci that's KOing everything, this will just bottom deck the Brook when it's KO'd, which is actually really solid. It might be a tech choice in the future. There's other strategies as well. This hurts. Like, you go against Red, they're playing Zoro, 3 cost. This card says, hey, on KO, bottom deck that card, which is actually really, really solid. Of course, Green has a whole bunch of search cards and blockers as well. As for Purple, it's probably the weakest in Purple because Purple has a lot of giant monsters, and most of their characters are like higher cost, but there's still implications there. There's still some niche choices, and overall, it's still a really, really good structure deck. So yeah, I think this is the best of the structure decks. The only cards I say does not really need a reprint is the Weevil, and even then, Weevil is still seen play in like Sanji builds. And the reason why is because Weevil is a Weevil. And there's actually a whole bunch of like generic cards that revolve around the Weevils as an archetype. And you play like the mom for Weevil in like blue-green Sanji lists. So this card, even though I'm saying it doesn't have play in Blue Dolphy, it's actually still a really solid reprint if you want to play decks like blue-green Sanji or blue-green Sanji Zoro. So keep that in mind. And that's really all I got. I hope you all enjoy. Every card of the year sees potential in a different deck, even if it may meta. So yeah, this is definitely the best structure deck. None of these cards are pack filler. All these cards are insane. Hope you all enjoy. Don't think stupid. See you on the next one, and bye-bye.